Hello, everybody. NCWQ here. Hope y'all are doing well today. Just thought that I would up the live stream for you guys. Let y'all have earthquakes for a while. Hey, Richard, how you doing? Glad to see you got back safely. I took a nap all afternoon. Well, most of the afternoon. It is nice and cloudy here. Hey, Juby, how are you doing? Looks like we've had a 5 down there in Chile, so that is filled in. We've had 1 going through here. So it looks like the areas are getting filled in. Waiting for this great big blue marble to spin on back around. Oh, last night was fun, you guys. Last night was fun. It was the first time that YouTube didn't, tie up my stream. I looked at the numbers afterwards and I was like, wow. So, that was a first. Now, if you notice, we've had some filling in across the United States here. So that looks like Missouri. And I think we had 1 all the way up here. So let me pull up our old Oregon Live earthquake map. And we can take a look at where we actually filled in at. So let's go on over here. We can see we've had some over here in our Missouri area. No, we had 1 all the way up here. We had a 2.1 up here in Upton, Maine. Looks like it was a border earthquake. It was 5 kilometers north-northwest of Upton, Maine. I think we may have had 1 down here, South Carolina, but I don't know. That was on the 7th. That was in Centerville, South Carolina. And of course, we've had some over here. This one was a 3.0 in Howardville, Missouri. A 2.1, 8 kilometers east-southeast of Matthews, Missouri. At least if I can get both of these. There's 3 here. Well, you can tell that was a 2.1. And that was a 1.8. All 3 of these were today. This 2.1 was today as well. And this 1.9 was today as well. And that's 6 kilometers east of Hayward, Missouri. And then we've also had a 1.8, 2 kilometers southeast of Ridgely, Tennessee. So you can tell this is the New Madrid area here, and it has been a bit busy. We've also had a 1.5 over here in Oklahoma. That was on the 7th. And that was on the 6th. And then we can see our swarm over here, but not much of a swarm being given by, well, I guess there is. Big swarm being given by USGS over here. So we can tell how much congestion we have going on earthquake-wise out here. This is the Mattole Canyon. The Mendocino Canyon there. It's quite a lot of earthquakes. The area I've been watching is about right here. And the reason that I'm watching this Haida Gwaii area is, y'all remember that big earthquake that was there, right? They had that small swarm. Remember that this area here is moving. That area was moving. I suspect there's going to be movement around in this area as well. But we're still watching down in here towards, I'm going to say Los Angeles down to San Diego. Because this area is quiet, according to USGS. Not according to EMS-ELO, but according to USGS. Oh, you went to sleep at about 7 a.m. this morning, Juby? You're not getting any sleep? Oh, Smile 2, was it good? I haven't watched that before. Oh, you're welcome, Juby. I'm glad you like the Christmas stuff. Your EMSC and USGS are slow? So our latest earthquake is a 2.6 offshore Northern California, and the one before that was a 3.1 El Salvador. So you can see we've had a 2.4 right over here. That appears to be Texas. We've had a 3.8 over here. That is off the coast of Antofagasta, Chile. And let me refresh this because that one is Chile, so I want to catch this up to our latest and greatest earthquake here. You can hear the grandkid just got home. Oh, you guys, the New York shooter for the CEO apparently has been arrested. Huh? Ask your mom. I'm a bit busy. Can y'all give me a second? Just a second. I'm going to go take care of my granddaughter for just 1 second. All right, Skylar, get your cup. Get your cup. That means behave. Good girl. She's sweet, but she can be rotten. It's after school snack time. Where was I at? I think I just got lost. I was looking up something. Oh, yeah. So the shooter from the shooting of the CEO has looks and appears, I don't want to say it is, but it looks and appears that he has been arrested. A person of interest has been arrested, let's put it that way. Was arrested with a weapon that is similar to the weapon that they were looking for. And a driver's license, which appeared to be the same one used at the hostel that he stayed at in New York. And apparently he had other licenses on him, fake licenses. So apparently he had gotten off of a bus, a Greyhound bus, in I guess it's Pennsylvania, and had gone into a McDonald's and was recognized by customers. And those customers called him into the police, and he was arrested. Can you imagine? He's been McGriddled. Anywho, that was my joke for the day. He's being McGriddled. Okay, so, or is it McGrilled? Anywho, hopefully that gets somebody off the streets and out of the public if they have done something that they should not have been doing. Thursday? All right, I will let you know, George. Thank you. Sorry, you guys. I am still waking up just a little bit. I took a nap and I had told Richard I was going to go live at 3. I woke up and it was like 3:05 and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get my stream up because I was planning on getting it up by 3. So I jumped straight out of my bed and I'm like, stream up, stream up, stream up, stream up. Hello, everybody who's joining. Please remember to hit the like, subscribe, and share button. That's how you can help me to grow my channel. And to everybody who has joined the channel, I appreciate you for being here. I'm still trying to figure out these drones flying nightly over New Jersey. So, let me see here. I've been reading a lot of things about drones lately. This is people in the Philadelphia area are reporting seeing large drones in the sky. This is authorities in New Jersey push for answers on their own mystery drone sightings in the past few weeks. Says Action News is swarmed by viewers sending videos of drone sightings. Numerous reports were sent to Action News about flying objects in media. New Jersey State Police were surveying the drones in Lebanon, Hunterdon County on Saturday night. No one seems to be able to figure out if the drone incidents are connected, who is flying them, or why. The FBI is involved in the investigations. And here's a link which has videos to it. I am not going to show the videos, but you can look at the videos. Thank you, Juby. I appreciate it. I want to find the one for New Jersey. Ocean County Sheriff, this is the one for New Jersey. I believe it says mysterious drone sightings across New Jersey seem to be increasing, prompting the Ocean County Sheriff to send out his drone unit to track down the unknown flights. Where is this one? 3.0, 2 kilometers deep. This one is offshore Northern California. This is 3.0, 2 kilometers deep. So this one is right here. This one is 28 kilometers west of Petrolia, California. Okay, so it says, meanwhile, Monmouth County Sheriff Sean Golden has released a map with the sightings. He called on federal and authorities for more transparency and increased tools to find the origin of these flights. Since the first sightings last week, the Ocean County Sheriff's Office drone unit has been out searching the night skies. County Sheriff Michael Monsternardi said Monday. Monsternardi said the drone unit has so far detected drones that are 3 to 4 feet long, twice the size of those in the unit, although another law enforcement agency reported one as large as 8 feet long. The unidentified drones have been seen in Berkeley, Lacey, Lavalette, Point Pleasant Beach, and Thomas River, he said. We're fortunate to have talented people in the unit who have knowledge and expertise needed. And Monmouth County Middleton Mayor Tony Perry said there were 6 reported sightings in the township, with another 4 on Sunday. The sightings were reported to be in and around naval weapons stations, Earl, Leonardo, Port Monmouth, and Belfort area. The mayor also talked with the governor, Philip Murphy, and his chief of staff, as well as senators and members of Congress, requesting a briefing from the Department of Homeland Security. With Middleton being home to a military base, there's always going to be extra vigilance and eyes on military installations, and being home to Earl, it's cause for concern, obviously, Perry said. At the moment, unfortunately, I have more questions than answers. In a Facebook post Monday, Golden released a map showing drone sightings in the county, with the largest collection along the bay shore, including Middletown, as well as a cluster over western Monmouth. Drones have been spotted at Earl's mainland base in Colts Neck, in addition to its bayfront base in Middleton, according to the map. Golden is urging federal and state officials to collaborate in identifying the drones. The Monmouth County Sheriff's Office and partners in law enforcement are actively monitoring the situation, which doesn't appear to be a threat to the public safety. However, additional tools are needed at the state's level to identify the source, as well as more transparency federally regarding drone operations over critical infrastructure in sensitive areas, the Post read. Be aware that the unease these drone sightings have caused in our communities, Golden said in the statement, is essential that we address these incidents swiftly to prevent any concerns or disruptions. Officials are urging anyone with information to call the FBI or submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. Mr. Nardi's office sent out a text alert Friday asking residents please do not dial 911 to report a drone sighting unless it's an emergency. Call 800-225-5324 to report suspicious activity. Mr. Nardi declined to say how many drones the unit is operating, but said it will continue their surveillance. In a social media statement on Friday morning, Point Pleasant Police Department Chief Robert J. Kalewski reported that 3 drones were observed throughout town, predominantly along the coastline and the train tracks near the south end of town on Thursday night. The unidentified drone sightings have been reported in Bingen, Essex, Henderson, Morris, Passaic, Sussex, Somerset, and Warren counties. Some eyewitnesses are reported seeing car-sized objects that appear to rise in the sky as the sun sets. They have been hovering over reservoirs, military installations, and critical infrastructure. Murphy issued a statement on Twitter Thursday saying that the state is monitoring the situation with federal and other law enforcement agencies, adding that there is no known threat to the public at this time. Amy Thorenson, a spokeswoman with the FBI's office in Newark, said Friday that there is no new information about drone sightings over New Jersey beyond its statement from earlier this week. In a joint statement on December 3rd, the FBI, state police, and New Jersey Office of Homeland Security and Preparedness said authorities were asking the public to report any information related to the recent sightings of possible drones flying in several areas along the Raritan River. You know what this reminds me of? Well, it reminds me of two things. It reminds me of the balloons that were flying over the United States. Remember those big white balloons? People were being asked to report them. I remember those, but I also was thinking about something else. Um, didn't they say that they were going to start using drones to make deliveries at one point to people's houses? So maybe they're starting to practice using drones. Okay, so not too far fetched. Or how about Google using drones to map out Google, map out maps like, I use for Google Earth. Don't they use drones for that too? Maybe there's lots and lots of reasons that drones are being used. Amazon drones, Google drones. I mean, I think in the age of drones, the biggest worry is that the military is now using drones to fight wars. So they're going to be more suspicious of drones than most American people are going to be suspicious of drones. Unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. Okay, I will be right back. I am going to go get a cup of coffee, and y'all continue to chat and enjoy the chat room. I will be right back. I'm back. Let me know y'all are hearing me okay. Okay, so we got a 2.9 El Salvador. El Salvador. This one is 2 kilometers south of La Union. El Salvador population there is 26,800 people. And it is right over here. And when looking at the list today, let's give y'all the biggest earthquakes for today, so we can tell you what our biggest earthquakes today are. I don't want to put up the mail. So let's tell you our biggest earthquakes for today. Today is the 9th. So today's been busy. Today, first we started out with a 6.3 Adrianoff Islands. So it was actually last night, but today. 5.2. 5.2 Adrianoff, Adrianoff, Adrianoff. So those are 5.2, 6.1, 5.7. 5.3, 5.6, these are all Adrianoff. 5.2, Adrianoff. All these are the Aleutian Islands. We had a 5.6 El Salvador. So we're having aftershocks for El Salvador. We've had a 5.0 Adrianoff Islands, Aleutian Islands. 5.1 Sunda Strait, Indonesia. A 5.0 Southern East Pacific Rise. 5.7 Adrianoff Islands, Aleutian Islands. A 5.3 Adrianoff Islands, Aleutian Islands, a 5.7 Mid-Indian Ridge, and a 5.0 on the Alaskan Peninsula, which is right over here, getting ready to go into where the bend is. So let's go take a look at this area on Google Earth. Let me pull up Google Earth. We can take a look at where this 5.0 was. So we can look right here. There is an island here. This is Sanak Island. This is just where this drop-off is. We have Unimax Seamount is here. Hydrate deposit, so there's a hydrate deposit right here, and it's a gas hydrate. It says may play important roles in global carbon cycle and rapid climate change, or they may be potential source for future exploitation of methane as an energy source. And you can see by this picture here the different areas where those are located. There's a few of those on the east coast of the United States, and there's a few of them on the west coast of the United States as well. So you can see where this one is located. It is over here. And there's a whole thing here. In the ocean depths where the shallow continental shelves drop off, toward the deep ocean basins lies a continental rise and continental slope. Much sediment with high organic content is deposited here in the area of, hang on so I can get this, of near freezing temperatures and crushing pressures. As organic material in the sediment breaks down, it releases methane gas. The pressure is so great that instead of bubbling to the surface, it becomes frozen ice that is part water and part frozen methane. Quathrate. A chunk of this material will burn when exposed to a flame. Allowed to simply melt, it will release a large quantity of methane gas, as much as 30 liters of gas for each liter of methane hydrate. Herein lies a hope and a danger. So, just so you know, it's a lot of little information about methane gas. And this is just a deposit area where we have hydrate deposit. So offshore here. And then there's other ones along the west coast here, and there's other ones along the east coast. Natural. My channel okay? Everything good? No buffering? Just making sure, checking out. Okay, so what else we had today earthquake-wise? That was all the big ones that we had so far. Well, actually we had a 5.7 mid-Indian Ridge. So that was back over on that other side. You know, that 5.7 was awful close to where... Still look. Let me look, because this is awful close to where the 7.0 antipode, but not, it's close, but I'm not sure. Is it? No. Yeah. So the antipode should have been... Am I correct? No. The antipode should have been here. So it'd be 30 degrees antipode. However, this earthquake occurred here. So I would not say that that was 30 degrees antipode, but that is where the 5.7 mid-Indian Ridge earthquake just occurred today. And this is the oceanic spreading rift. And this is the African-Australian transform boundary. I got 4.8 on EMSC, so is that one USGS? Or did they already downgrade it? Oh, you guys, it is rainy and miserable looking outside today. There's the 2.1 that happened up here. So you guys, I have no update video from Richard today. I was looking, but I don't have any. All right, George, be safe. What day is Tuesday? Oh, you'll see us tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow, tomorrow, we'll love you tomorrow. It's only a day away. Richard, get your camera, woman. Okay. Richard on here is Richard. But Richard elsewhere is his wife. Okay, I know that's confusing, and we won't explain that. Want to see out the window? Sure. I want you to stay warm. If you decide to go outside, that's up to you. You gonna send it through Facebook? Teresa. Yes. But I don't know how to do video. Hang on. Can I do video that way? I might be able to. Hang on. Hang on a second. Hello? All right, can you hear me? I cannot hear you because I don't have a headset.
Oh, I gotta turn my mic on there. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I don't have a headset.
Okay. Tell me when you got me on so I can put the tripod up to the window so I can reverse the image here.
Okay, I am putting you on right now.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Hello, everybody. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to reverse the image here in a minute, and you're going to see outside my window. Okay. There. That's outside my window. Bought a lot of snow. I told Rebecca I'd go out and try to burn some of that for her to see what it would do, but I haven't done it yet. But I will do a video on that soon. I just don't want to do it near the apartment. Okay, let me switch back here. There. So you got to see a little bit of weather from here today. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, you guys, that was Richard checking in from cold Nova Scotia. Always have to figure out how to do that. You know, Facebook is actually an awesome way to do videos. Didn't even think about that one. They can be done longer than 1 minute. See, I'm learning new techs and gadgets. Woohoo! Sorry, y'all didn't see me because I'm using my phone camera. Well, I'm using my camera as a microphone. So y'all probably saw my ceiling. Hey, that was fun. Thank you, Richard. Oh yes, we're all learning how to do something new. So just bear with this channel until we get everything worked out. I mean, you would think me after 11 years I'd have it all worked out. Nope. Not yet. We'll get there eventually. Okay, so we've had a 1.7, 4 kilometers deep. Where are we? Where is it? I believe, and that one looks like it may be Alaska. Could be Canada. I'm waiting for it to come around. It's up high. What was up here? So we also had a 2.7. So I'm looking at this stack here. Uh-oh. Okay, so that's Canada. So this 2.7 here is Tarapaca, Chile, 31 kilometers deep, coming from EMSC. So that is down here. Hey, can you do me a favor? Never mind, I got it. I'm gonna shut my door while it's all making all the noise. Okay. All right, I'm back. I see a new one over here. So what we got? 0.9. Nope. Well, there was a 0.9. 1.7 is over here. So that's a 1.7 aftershock here. I have the best cameraman. It looks like you're getting quite the snowstorm, Richard. Send me some snow. I am interested to see if it burns. It was fun, thank you. He doesn't even have to put on makeup or gussy up his hair. I'm jealous. Hello, David. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Cardio miracle drink? What's in it? Oh, I got a letter from my my doctor's office today. Yeah. I'm laughing, but I don't know what to do about it. It says that I need to lose 10% body weight. So somebody please tell me what diet to get on, because I've tried them all. And believe me, I'm not that overweight that I need to lose a whole lot of weight. So I'm trying to figure this out. I think maybe I'll start taking myself on a walk every day. That's the only thing I can think. Wonder how much 10% of 165 is. That's like 10 pounds, right? I am not giving up coffee. That would be easier said than done. £16. See? That's all I need to lose is 16. We got this. One foot in front of the other. Okay, I can do that from that chair, right? One foot in front of the other. Okay, that'll work. You know, I can actually record. Um, you can call me when you get a blizzard. I can actually record it. You just noticed a YouTube saying Mount Adams report seismic activity. Let me look up Mount Adams. Well, it's the largest active volcano in Washington State and the largest in the Cascades. So, um, let's see if there's any news on it. 2 days ago, they put it as a high threat. So, rumbles from Washington's Mount Adams pull scientists from high threat volcano. That was 2 days ago, according to Fox 13. Says the installation of critical seismic sensors at Glacier Peak, one of Washington State's very high threat volcanoes, has been delayed for another 2 years. Let me pull up Mount Adams on Google Earth and you guys can see where it's located while I speak about it. So, for those that don't know where Mount Adams might be located, we can show you where Mount Adams is. This is Mount Adams here. Okay. Scientists with the U.S. Geological Survey report they will not try again in 2025, instead waiting until 2026 to complete the work because they're shifting their focus to another regional volcano, Mount Adams. Benjamin Pock, a geophysicist at the USGS Cascade Volcano Observatory in Vancouver, explained the logistics of installing the necessary equipment while were complicated. USGS had contracted a helicopter last summer to deliver portable monitoring stations to Glacier Peak, which is located in a remote wilderness area in the Cascade Range. However, the mission was canceled at the last minute when the helicopter service pulled out due to the closure of the company. There was the middle of August and all of the other contracted helicopters were out fighting fires. Transporting the equipment to the mountain was only one part of the challenge. Many of the locations for deploying the sensors require scientists to hike for days through the rugged terrain. The areas that we're accessing were off the trail, so we're doing a lot of bushwhacking. We're hiking up steep hills, so it's not just as simple as following the trail. While Glacier Peak remains a significant concern, the recent increased seismic activity at Mount Adams .8, 58 kilometers deep. that I believe is near east coast of Honshu, Japan. We'll see in a minute. Okay, so while Glacier Peak remains a significant concern, the recent increased seismic activity at Mount Adams has caused scientists to shift their focus. John Major, the scientist in charge of the Cascade Volcano Observatory, noted that the activity of Mount Adams, which historically has not been considered a high-threat volcano, has started to show unusual signs of movement. We had 6 earthquakes in the month of September, which was different than what we generally see, 1 earthquake every 2 to 3 years, says Alex Lezzi, a geophysicist at the observatory, so it has piqued our attention. Because of the unexpected activity, Major confirmed that efforts will be redirected to Mount Adams. With plans to install new monitoring equipment by the summer of 2025. What we're doing right now is refocusing and redirecting. Glacier Peak, which has erupted 6 times in the past 300 years, remains one of the most active and explosive volcanoes in the state. Its remote location, deep within the wilderness, has led to its hazards being largely overlooked. If the volcano were to erupt, it could have severe consequences for nearby communities in Skagit Valley. The eruption of Glacier Peak could trigger lahars, a volcanic mudflow, which might block transportation routes, damage infrastructure, and bury homes and farmland. So, let me show you where Glacier Peak is. This is Mount Adams. And this one is Glacier Peak. So they're pulling it from Glacier Peak to Mount Adams. Still, this one is very dangerous. And that was the newest news that I have that came from Fox 13 Seattle. So that was posted 2 days ago. So I don't have anything newer than that. And that's the newest information that I have. Newest earthquake is a 1.2, 3 kilometers deep, and that appears to be in California. Oh, you're very welcome, Doug. Anybody that has a question or comes with information and would like to know about it or wants to know more, I will always look up the information to find out and to find out more information about it myself. Always great to know everything you can know about something. There has been a 4.8 near the east coast of Honshu, Japan. It's 45 kilometers deep. So I missed that one. A 3.2, Salta, Argentina, 235 kilometers deep. This kind of reminds me of a few months ago when we had all those deep earthquakes in Argentina and Chile that built up to that 6.0 earthquake. You can tell that they've had a 5 down here though. So I'm just looking. I kind of expect that we're going to see another big earthquake. Maybe towards the tip down here with Argentina. Definitely going to see something down here in South Sandwich Islands. South Sandwich Islands. I don't know why I call it South Sandwich Islands. Hello, Jay Smith. Welcome to the channel. .7, 5 kilometers deep. I got a 2.76 kilometers deep on EMSC Strait of Gibraltar, which is right here. So this has to be reading in USGS. This is reading in EMSC. So that should be 6 kilometers deep and not 5. So, EMSC has it online as 6 kilometers deep. They have Earthquake 3D as 5 kilometers deep. That's interesting. So you can have it see it here. Right there. What's interesting is if you get your own Earthquake 3D, you can right click twice the flag and it'll pull up the information from the site that it comes from. The difference between the flags though is if you right click for the flag and it's USGS, it'll pull up the exact information. But if it's EMSC, it'll pull up the whole page of information for all the different quakes. So it won't pull up just the one. What was this one? I don't know. Oops. I gotta wait for it to refresh. Oops, sorry. Maybe I can do it that way. I messed up. Hello, Sage Pup. Welcome to the chat. Remember, I always say you first. So if you have a phone call, take care of what you need to. Hang on a minute. I'm going to shut this and reopen it. Y'all see my blank top for a minute? There we go. Alrighty, no problem, Sage. Oh, you gotta go out again? I'm not gonna stream too much longer. We're just planning on going live for a little bit and checking out earthquakes and seeing what's going on today. Thank goodness it hasn't been a very, very big day as far as earthquakes go. Mostly smaller earthquakes today. They're on the smaller side. There's not been many fives, which has been kind of impressive with all the big quakes that there's been. There has been so far today, if we put it, there's been a 6.3 Adrianoff Islands, a 6.1 Adrianoff Islands, but those were the ones that occurred last night. So what has occurred today has been a 5.7, a 5.6, 5.6. 5.7 and 5.7 have been the largest ones that have occurred today, and then some 5.0, 5.3, and 5.1s. But nothing major has occurred, and nothing major in the last 3 hours past the 5.0 that occurred in Alaska. So it's past 3 hours and 42 minutes. So it's been mostly smaller earthquakes in the past 3 hours. That is a 3.1 Molucca Sea, 13 kilometers in depth. Hi, it's 5 o'clock there already. It is 4:17 here. I'm forgetting you're an hour ahead of me. Juby, that's funny. Okay, so what else we got for today? I want to show y'all this. Maybe I can show y'all this without there being any noise. So I'm going to try to show y'all this eruption of the volcano. So that was the one that we were talking about the other day. Mount Canelone, when we were talking about it having erupted, and somebody had mentioned that Mount Canelone had erupted, and we were speaking about that volcano. That was the eruption that occurred. Hopefully, I don't get a copyright strike for showing the video. That would suck, but yes, thank you, Richard, for posting earthquakes in the chat. I really appreciate it. And you're one of the reasons why I know when there's a big, huge earthquake, because I'm always checking your data that you post most of the time before I even check the EMSC. All right, so because one of my moderators needs to go out and go somewhere, and one of my other moderators has had to leave, I am going to go ahead and end the live stream, and I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I made it too short today. I did a live stream yesterday, which was my day off. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. However, I do have a doctor's appointment at 1:30, so I am aiming for around 3 o'clock tomorrow, hopefully around 3:30. So around the same time tomorrow. I should be doing a live stream tomorrow around 3:30. So let's say around 3:34. And we will go until for about 2 hours tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing everybody then. And just wanted to touch base with everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. Juby Joe, thank you for being here today. Richard, thank you for being here today. Sage Pup, thank you for being here today. Doug Couch, thank you for being here today. Thank you to all my moderators for keeping my chat room going and polite. Thank you, Broken Fish, for being here today. Richard, thank you for all your wonderful posts. I appreciate them. George, thank you. And I will see you all on the next update. Please remember to tell someone that you love them. Tomorrow is not always promised. Anyways, you guys, much love. God bless. Hardneck, thank you and much love. Yes, you came in at the end, and I will be back on tomorrow at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So around the same time, actually, just count back about half an hour, and I will be on at that time tomorrow. Anyways, you guys, I love you, and I will see you on the next one.